Hey Clashers, we have a new tournament out there which is going to be a Rush of Clans. You can sign up for this as well, by the way. This registration is completely open to everyone, and we are right now in the top 16 of this tournament with Space Station facing off against Chile 1. We have Leo, Queen Charge Leo coming in, and he is keeping this name with the Queen Charge Lalo coming in. So let's see how he's charging, because so far it's kind of looking like an hybrid opening, I would say, like charging the town was something really classic for doing with hybrid. This was something which was super popular now for pretty much years, to be honest, with hybrid being around for quite some time. But he's not deployed. Wait a second, Leo, what are you? Healers? Okay, he's what? He is not having to use the Queen ability. That was incredible close. But for now, he still has to charge the Singer Phone Tower. So not having to use the Queen ability is something really important. The question now, though, is the Queen going to skip the air defense? No, she isn't. With that invisibility spell, he's forcing her going for the Singer Phone Tower, I guess. There's the freeze. Headhunter is coming in, but that Headhunter might lure the Clan Castle. The King is coming in as well. Another rage. The Tornado Trap is over there. That's really bad news for him, because now the wall break might lure out that Clan Castle, and exactly that is about to happen. So this means now there's a Lava Hound in between of his Queen and the Singer Phone Tower. So maybe the best option would be just to use the Queen ability early, but instead he's freezing again. He needs to use the Queen ability for sure at this point. The King got some great value, but the question now is, how is the Lalo going to work against the double Multi-Phone Tower in the core? Because the Queen is not going to have an easy time. There's the next wall breaker to get the Queen further inside the base. Maybe take down the second, at least one Multi-Phone Tower, to be honest, at this point. The Lalo at the bottom side. There's no pathing whatsoever to the Multi-Phone Tower, but the Roy Champion, not getting affected at all by the Sweeper, is pushing in, but the Queen is taking down the Queen. The attacking Queen is down, and with this, I don't know, I don't see this working. It's 50 seconds left, and Leo is really struggling to get into this backhand. There's an air defense left. There's the Queen left on defense, and I guess there's going to be a Dragon Rider in there. This is something which a lot of Lalo players like to do, having a Dragon Rider with some loons inside that Clan Castle, inside that Slammer, and that's exactly what is happening, which means, though, the Queen is staying alive. Nothing can target that Queen except that Owl, and that takes way too long. As you can see it, this means the base is going to defend. The percentage level right now is not too high either, which is not optimal as a starting option. Like, as a starting attack, you have, typically at least, you have the best attack first, because, I mean, that's the plan you're coming up with ASAP. So that's unfortunate. Leo falling short to 89% 2-star, it seems like. But yeah, this was just the first attack, but now let's see what Chile 1 is about to do. And they're coming in with the Queen Charge Hybrid. Okay, interesting, especially on this box base, where we typically see like 3 Lalo attacks really dominating. Right now it feels like this is not what we're about to see on this base. The Queen has lured out a couple of traps already with those, what was it, like a sneaky goblin or something on the left side. He tried to do out the Clan Castle as well, but at the same time, he did not want to invest too many things. He's raging things up, and there's more sneaky goblins coming in. He wants to get into this Multi-Phone Tower. This is something which we have seen from Leo just a couple of seconds ago as well, but with having the Inferno Tower behind the Town Hall being set to single. This time it's on multi, which is giving this charge way more freedom to actually do whatever he needs to. He's not getting the second elixir storage down, which means maybe he's going to use the invisibility spell again. Like, pretty much the same entry as we have just seen from Leo then, except we have hybrid instead of Lalo. And he's doing it. He's doing exactly the same thing with this invisibility spell, forcing the Queen inside. Now the question is, when is he going to start with the second phase? This, as I said, with this being a Singer Phone Tower, this could have forced at least one more freeze, which could have been important later on. But the Singer Phone Tower inside the core is not really doing anything about this charge. The Queen, another rage, is keeping her alive, taking down the Eagle, creating perfect pathing right there. This is looking really good. The King with the pack on the outside, but now the Lava Hound is coming out. Can the Lava Hound do anything about this? Like, insane amount of wizards swarming the base. The Queen is catching, or the healers are catching a lot of rat bombs. And we have now the heal inside the core. There's the freeze. One of those freezes would have been gone with the single firm tower behind the town hall. But he decided against it, and this means he has 2 freezes. Another freeze coming in to make sure that this scatter shot is falling. And take a look at how many Hog Riders are still left alive from the siege barracks. This is a huge overkill, to be honest, from Chile 1, and they're starting off with the 3-star. That is really, really impressive. Nice showing. And this means it's 3-2 for the first attack. And I mean, we all know Clash of Clans can really like flip around with just a couple of seconds, because one good defense and you're up again. So next attack, Bernaul is in, one of the best Queen Charge attackers out there, and he is coming in with his Queen Charge Lalo. My question right now is, what is he going to do about the town hall? Because yes, he's doing like the classic, I guess, the classic legend strategy, like the classic legend army which he's running, which is only using 3 super wall breakers. But this means he will never ever get to the town hall. So except if maybe he switches with the siege machine, switches to a lock launcher, this might work. But we have to wait. The first Black one already hitting one of his healers, so it's already 1 healer down. The king is trying to get as much value as possible. He has the king ability still left, but the question is the Expo going down? The Expo would be something really, really important, but the king is going to the wrong side. There's the lock launcher coming in, as we have kind of like speculated on. He has switched from the slammer to the lock launcher, but the problem now is for him, the king is walking completely random. Like, the king is walking to the outside, and this means the lock launcher is going to go in range of the Expo and the Tesla. Can he open up the wall to the town hall? That's the big question. And another log. Okay, that was barely working. If this wall would have been maxed, this would have not worked. This would have not worked. Now he has loons, like 1 loon in there, and ice golems. That's not the perfect client castle to somehow take down the Expo, especially with the second loon getting taken down as well. Okay, so things are not looking too good for Bernaul. It's not going to be easy, especially this one Expo. And take a look at the Lalo, which he still has to get through. There's the double multi-inferno tower, scatter shot, 2 air Expos, if I see this right, and the Royal Champion as well. This won't be easy, and he's sending in the Royal Champion for this Expo, which means he's going to run into the king right away. This is not the optimal way of using the Royal Champion. Let's put it like that. Headhunters are getting spring trapped away. Royal Champion is staying alive for now. Like, this king, or like this Expo staying alive from his king was a huge problem for him. The queen is dying within a couple, like 1,000 giant bombs and small bombs. But this is not looking too good. The air Expo, especially the multi-inferno tower, is dealing so much damage. And this again is falling short on a really low percentage right as well. The Royal Champion staying alive was clutch for the defensive side. Bernaul is now collecting every single percentage he could get. But this will be roughly, I don't know, like 80% maybe? Yeah, like there's a lot of percentage now coming in with most minions really doing a great job. It's 80+% already, but still, this means Space Station needs some good defenses. The match is obviously not over, but still, it's looking really good for Chile 1. This tournament, or in this tournament, you lose one, you're out. You win one, you're in the next round. That's how it works. As well, there's overall 8 qualifiers, and this is the first qualifier of this tournament. So, let's see, we have the next attack coming in, and this is going to be a P.E.K.K.A smash. Not like a just random smash with like super bonus or something. No, it's actually P.E.K.K.A smash. And you might have seen my legend challenge, which, by the way, I can already teach that. I kind of stopped using P.E.K.K.A smash because for me, it did not work. I really struggled. I had the month before super bonus as legend challenge, and it worked great. I mean, I did like 80 plus 90, like 280 or 290 plus on offense, the super bonus. But oh my goodness, I cannot make P.E.K.K.A smash work. I don't know what changed. I don't know why it's different to super bonus, but it's just so much harder to make it work. So I'm really looking forward to see if this one is going to work, even though this is a double jump. That's interesting. Double jump to get through the core. No lock launcher. He uses the siege barracks on the outside to funnel his troops inside. And now the double jump needs to somehow get the troops inside. The clan castle is perfect for him. Even though, to be honest, a Lava Hound is not too bad as well for for the Super Wizards in this pCastro match. Warden ability nicely. There's the freeze and the Royal Champion and the Headhunter taking down the defending Royal Champion. But now the Hog Riders. All of those Hog Riders are running straight into the bomb tower. This is one of the worst feelings you can have as an attacker. That's unfortunate. That's really unfortunate. All of those Hog Riders are already really low. But the Town Hall needs to go down. The Town Hall, the Tornado Trap is keeping things away from the Town Hall. But wait a second, that Scatter Shot. That Scatter Shot somehow got skipped. The King ability in the Town Hall Poison is not really getting too much. The Royal Champion though, closing it from the top side. Yes, the Royal Champion ability is still up. The Royal Champion could be the hero, could be the deciding factor for this attack. Now, we have the Royal Champion closing in slowly. The Queen is having her ability left as well. Like, it's all about time at this point, I feel like. Power should be enough. Shouldn't be a big problem, especially with the Royal Champion. The other thing, like the most important thing is time. And I feel like with the Queen tanking the Scatter Shot, time shouldn't be the issue. Scatter Shot is going down. That's so clutch that the Queen is tanking the Scatter Shot. That's kind of crazy. That's kind of crazy if you think about that. Troy getting things done. It feels like 30 seconds left. The Queen is going for a couple of walls. And this means the Queen should be able to reach out of the remaining buildings, which the King cannot reach. And this is going to be another 3-star. Sheila 1 so far, doing a really good job of, yeah, like 3-starring every single base, which so far Space Station came up with. But the interesting thing I feel like is a lot of teams by now figured out how to beat those box spaces. We have now seen P.E.K.K.A Smash, Sui Lalo, for example, Queen Charge Hybrid. All of those tools can work really, really nicely against those box spaces. And we have kind of, not really I don't know if I can call this a similar style, but I like the base from Kirby. But Marinaul is coming in with the Super Dragons and Bats. We do not see Bats often, but if we see them, it's from legends like Marinaul. Marinaul is was one of the best Dragon and Bats attacker early when Super Dragons were not out yet. And he just smashed the bases. So let's see if he can repeat that and can somehow get Space Station back into this match. Because at this point, they have to get them some 3-stars in. Otherwise, it's going to be a rough time for them. So, King and Royal Champion got even the Expo, which is great. They have not gotten the Sweeper. But to be honest, with going straight into the Town Hall, that should be the biggest problem. Queen is even taking down the Wizard Tower. That was clutch. So he can get started somewhere at the top side with his Bats. But let's see. So the Super Dragons are all about pushing into the Town Hall compartment pretty much. That's their purpose. You have split them nicely. So we have a group of Super Dragons on the right side, which will never ever get into the Town Hall range of the Town Hall Poison. On the other side, we have like 3-4 dragons within the Town Hall Poison. But because they're just so stupid tanky, it shouldn't be a big problem for them. Now he's starting with the Bats. There's the freeze onto the Eagle, onto the Wizard Tower, which is great. At this point, there's only one Wizard Tower remaining. If this top Wizard Tower is going down in the core, we have a double single Inferno Tower. If you do this to a team which has a really, really strong Bats attacker, we can see exactly what is happening. This is just an overkill. Bernaul make things look easy. Not only using Super Dragons, but as well putting in those Bats, and they're taking down the single Inferno Towers really easily. Nice attack by Marinaul, and this is getting Space Station back on track, back into this match. That's exactly what they had to do. Really nice attack, like really, really cool attack. I have not seen really Bats too many times in the past, to be honest. Like, Bats are like not a tool which is not getting used too often. Let's put it like this. But either way, we have the next attacker coming in, Kirby, this time, who just got completely smashed by the Super Dragons. Now he's using the Dragons on his own. Not the Super Dragons, but those lightnings. Oh my goodness, they were great. I was just asking, like, where is he going to drop those 6 lightnings? Because for an Inferno Tower, you need 5. On an X-Bow, you would need 6, but most of the time, zapping an X-Bow is not worth it that much, to be honest, for Dragons. Instead, he's using the lightnings onto the Sweepers, Inferno Tower, and Air Defense. That's just some insane value. And now he's just putting in everything at the 12 o'clock side. I need to say, I would have liked him to send the Slammer in from the far left, from the 9 o'clock side, because I feel like the Slammer just within the pack of Dragons is not as as powerful. I feel like you need to use that slammer in a strategic fashion where it's like for pathing or something, because right now a lot of dragons are going to this left side where the slammer could have actually funneled. But so far it's still looking amazing, to be honest. With those lightnings, I think anything looks amazing with this opening. The clan cast as the building is going down. This means no lava hound can come out of this. And we have the queen still staying alive. The royal champion with her ability should take down the expo. Should maybe take down the scatter shot, depending on if there's any skeleton traps whatsoever. But there's so many dragons alive, and this is going to be huge overkill, I feel like. Sheila 1 is not stopping. At this point, Sheila 1 needs to do 2 fails. And Space Station needs to go 2 out of 2 3-star wise. Otherwise, this match is over, and otherwise Space Station, one of the best current teams in the world, are going to get eliminated from this first Rush of Clans qualifier. So let's take a look. CELINHO's in, and we know him for a crazy creative attacker, and he is going in with the Lalo. Lalo, lightnings, lock launcher, sneaky goblins. That's everything what I need to see of getting like super hyped for this attack. So let's take a look at what exactly he's going to go for. Lightnings are in already for the scatter, for the expo. And he took down the queen as well. So, a lot of value already. Scatter, expo, queen. That's great. Now it's all about where is he going to send in those sneaky goblins. Obviously for the town hall. And he's taking down the archer tower first to make sure that he can wall break directly onto the elixir storage. So, this is already looking really good. No Tesla on the outside. This would have been a huge problem for him if there would be the Tesla farm, because he has no other wall break with him. So, this would have been a couple of tricky situation. Like, this would have caused a couple of problematic situations. Now sending in all of the other sneaky goblins. That invisibility spell was close, but it's working. Town hall is down. 45 seconds are gone though, and it took some time for him. Now he's setting in some more loons. So a lot of loons already invested early on. But he's only, like, he's having a ton of loons still left, and only 1 hound, because he wants to go far. He wants to get really, really far with his queen and with his heroes, because he's still having the lock launcher. That's some crazy, crazy plan right there from CELINHO. Okay. Now we have the ice golem. The archers are getting taken down by the queen. This, final-wise, is looking really, really good. We have the king now coming in soon from the top, like from the 9 o'clock side, onto the lab or something. The queen is getting targeted by the expo, though, so he needs to use the invisibility spell. I don't know what the... Okay, or use the freeze. That's totally fine as well. But he has 1 invisibility spell. Maybe for the royal champion. We're going to see in just a couple of seconds. Now, okay, now the invisibility spell. To make sure that the expo is redirecting onto the king. This so far is looking great. But time is ticking, guys. Time is ticking. 1 minute and 10 seconds left at this point. The lock launcher is opening the core. Warden and king ability combination. We know this. We know this, how this works. We know how strong it is. But the queen needs to stay alive as well. There's the Lalo starting. The Lalo started from the top side. The queen ability is getting forced from the warden, but the queen is staying alive. That's the important thing. The Lalo is going across. We have no warden with this Lalo. The Lalo is just a small back end Lalo, if you want to say it like this. The Lord Champion coming from the bottom side. 40 seconds, guys. 40 seconds at this point. Lalo from the right side as well. More loons are coming in to snipe the outside buildings to make sure that he's able to drop this cleanup. And 30 seconds, and Lalo is so quick. Lalo is so damn quick. This attack was just a beauty. That was such a cool attack, and with this, Space Station is keeping them alive in this matchup. They're keeping them alive and keeping the comeback possibility alive in this one. So, if this attack fails, Space Station has still the chance of coming back, which would have been crazy. But hey, we have seen already a 3-star with Queen Charge Hybrid from Sheila 1 on those type of bases. But guys, take a look at what exactly is behind this town hall. A double single Inferno Tower. This is so dangerous to charge in there. And what is the... No way. This queen is charging in, going into melee mode, it feels like. And she's just so close to the single Inferno Tower. A couple of more seconds and this would be a big problem. He needs a freeze to keep the invisibility spell for... No! This could be a big problem, because he needed the invisibility spell if both Inferno Towers are locking onto his queen. Now he can only freeze one of them at the same time or use the queen ability. At this point, this would have been the perfect situation to use that invisibility spell. Instead, he needs now to use the queen ability, and this queen has no chance of surviving. No chance whatsoever. He's not even investing the next rage. So I feel like the spell use could be a bit more optimal, but still, it's a hybrid. I don't know. Let's see how that works. We have the clan castle coming out. There's the rage. Hitting that. Oh, that rage was... That was really good. He was able to catch his super... Like the wizards, the royal champion, everything inside this rage. To make sure that the hound is popping really quickly. But guys, there's so much on the back end. We have the scatter shot and the queen combination and a ground expo. I am not seeing this 3-starring. And this could be a really low percentage. He just barely got above this 60% mark. So this could be the one attack which Space Station needed to get the chance of having the chance of a comeback. Royal champion alive still. But we have barely now getting closer to the 70% mark, and there's not a lot of buildings on that outside. 72, 73%. They would need a decent percentage to make sure that the percentage game is on their side. But it's not looking like that. Queen is clearing out the last remaining heroes. And with this, the skeletons are coming in. Oh no. Oh no. Skeletons versus miners. Skeletons are chasing the goblin. Okay, this means... Let's summarize everything and take a look at what exactly just happened. We have the below, it feels like, maybe it's going to be 80%, something with the miner, but we have a really low percentage 2-star from Sheila 1, which is giving Space Station the possibility of a comeback. If Space Station 3 stars and Sheila 1 is going to get, depending on how many percentage they will get with this attack, but if they get around about like 95%, something like that, they should win. But for this, a lot of things need to happen. But if Space Station is going to 3-star, it could be close again. So 81% 2-star. Okay, 81%, which means if Space Station is going to 3-star with this attack, which is going to be a Super Boulder Smash, which is really successful on those type of bases normally. If this is going to 3-star, we are going to have Sheila 1 needing a 93% 2-star to win the match. That should work. So let's see. pCastro is in with the Super Bowlers. He has a heal spell with him, because on those type of bases, like for the Warden Walk, you don't really need the rage, to be honest. Like the rage, you don't really need that. You can take down the air defense within around about 50 seconds. And that is totally fine for a Super Bowler Smash. The next thing is, you would have 4 rages inside this channel in the middle. But having a heal is just so much better on this specific base, or like just those box spaces. So I really like the adjustments over there. And now he can send everything in. The Ice Golem first. Where's the Super Bowlers? He's waiting. Now there's some more healers coming in. The King on the outside. Now the Super Bowlers are coming in, which means the Eagle is going to get activated. And now it's all about the Lock Launcher. He needs to put the Lock Launcher at the bottom. Wait a second. The Lock Launcher typically needs to be placed more to the bottom side so he can reach. So he can reach the second scatter. Because the top scatter is getting taken down by the king. But the bottom scatter with this entry is going to stay alive forever. Nothing can reach that scatter. Except he's using the jump in a nice way. Which I guess he's going to do. So either way, the scatter is staying alive for quite some time, which gives this base maybe the possibility of defending. But at the same time, this right now is just looking way too good for pCastro and for Space Station. Royal Champion is in from the top side. The Town Hall is already down. The Yetis are jumping into the scatter compartment. But the Queen! What is the Queen doing? The Queen is so... The Queen is the Queen, okay? The Queen is the Queen. Going for a wall. Chilling, doing something stupid. We know her, right? But the scatter, that was the important factor. The scatter went down. And now the defending Royal Champion is getting taken out with that Royal Champion ability on offense. This is going to be an easy overkill 3-star. Really cool attack by pCastro, knowing how to use everything, how to angle those healers and every the Lock Launcher and so on. Even though I felt like the Lock Launcher from the bottom side, like from a kind of like an off angle, might have been better. But he completely smashed the base, so there's nothing which I could like criticize or anything. So really nice job. And now we're getting back to the last attacker. This one, Lalo, with the super bonus, needs to get a 93% 2-star or higher to win this match and knock Space Station out of this competition, out of this first qualifier. Let's put it like this. Not out of the competition, because you can still qualify, obviously, with the point system and everything, and having more qualifiers to come. So this was just, or like, this is just the first out of 8 qualifiers for the Rush of Clans competition. But now we have the Warden Walk. We have the Warden Walk, and we have the lock launcher, not the lock launcher. We have the Flame Flinger for the Town Hall. That's interesting. Okay, so this gives them the possibility of not having to care at all about the Town Hall, which is nice. I don't mind that. Using the Flame Flinger in a nice way to take down the Town Hall, and as well being able, if the I'm always like waiting for the Flame Flinger to go to the next target, because we all know the Flame Flinger is broken. Not in a way where it's too strong. Maybe it's strong as well, but what I mean by saying the Flame Flinger is broken is that it's actually not working. We have a lot of times where the Flame Flinger is just completely random, running into defenses because it's skipping defenses. So you always have to wait before you're saying that it's looking good, to wait for the Flame Flinger to choose the next target. Otherwise, it could go into the bad direction. But either way, so far the funnel has worked, and this already as an entry is looking awesome. Warden ability though is getting used because of the Expo non-stop locking onto that Warden. He might need to freeze it or something, because right now the heat. Okay, now finally the healers have switched. The Flame Flinger at the bottom side is still doing work, taking down defenses left and right. And now we have the Royal Champion coming in for this left side. And guys, this is looking like a solid hit. It should be above a 90% at least. I feel like at this point, the Queen with the King together, he is still having a rage left. He's raging the Queen and the King together to take down the defending King. And now it's all about the back end. 71, the percentage are climbing higher with every single building going down. The Flame Flinger not even open yet. Now there's Yetis coming out. We have a 77%. The Queen with her ability at the tops, and the last couple of defenses are going down. The Royal Champion has no ability left, but there's still one freeze. And guys, I think Lalo did it. He did it, getting this 3-star, securing the win for Chile 1. 14-13 is going to be the final score. And with this, Chile 1 is going to move into the next round of the Rush of Clans Cup. What a match. What a match. GG's to both sides, obviously. And what a crazy finish. Was a lot of fun. I hope you enjoyed it as well. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you guys back tomorrow for the next one.